What is up, YouTube chess here? And today I'm here with Gabonga. I'm Julian. And today you went top 8 in the Winterthur locals. Which deck, obviously?
I played Goblin Bikers,
Let's go.
I still preferred Goblin Riders, but hey, it's Biker now, so yeah.
So yeah, let's go. Let's check out your deck.
So for the Goblin engine, we just want to play as little as possible. So I just played so I played 3 times.
Thank you.
Duck, he's the most important one.
Yes, sir.
You can detach from any existing monster from your or your opponent. He will special summon himself, and on summon he will search a spell trap.
Yes, sir.
Then for the other one I play all one of. And this one I'm even thinking about cutting it. It's just a quick effect. It's not even that good. I mean, Merciless, it's all right. I mean, you don't really want to draw it anyways because it's just your what's it called, tour guide target. And this one he's broken, but he's just dead in hand. So you don't want to draw it, not at all. Then for the spells, I just play 3 times Grand Entrant. I don't play Bash because for one, I don't have enough targets. For the other, I'm not a big fan of Bash. But I play 1 Stampede. This is always part of my end board. And if I have to choose between one of those two, I will always go for the trap.
Yeah.
Then the important thing about Goblin Riders is the fact that you need a non-engine.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this deck always revolves around your non-engine. The best one being, of course, Tour Guide. Tour Guide, getting your free body, one card starter, broken this card.
Yes, sir.
Way too good, way too good. Then, of course, we play Terra Top with Takatomborg. Terra Top, it's so good. It doesn't take away your normal summon. You can get an immediate 3 Xyz. You can go into Gossip Shadow to play around Nibiru. If you draw Takatomborg, it's alright because we have your Xyz monster, Gossip Shadow or Citadel King. They are light, so you can just special summon him out after.
Yeah.
Then
You mean wind?
yeah, I play 2 Kagemucha Knight, and I play 1 Rhoda. The Rhoda, he can also search like your Dock or your Boomok. So I think like 2-1 will be alright. I didn't think about 3 because, yeah, if you draw multiple, you cannot. So if let's say you have both of these in the hand and 1 Goblin, you cannot go normal summon 1-2. It's illegal because there was like an old card which said no. You can only do 1 hand trigger at a time. And because he only comes on normal summon, so it's really bad if you draw 2.
Yeah.
Then we continue with the extenders. I play 1 of each. I was also thinking about playing 2, and I think I probably will once I will cut Boomok. Then those are also E-Tally targets together with Nyanyan. We play, of course, 3 E-Tally. Nyanyan is by far the best card in this deck, which also makes E-Tally one of the greatest cards because Nyanyan and any level 3 monster, may it be a hand trap, may it be like whatever, any level 3 is full combo. Nyanyan is way too good in this deck. If you play Emergency, you have to play Nyanyan.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is if you draw her, yeah, well, mostly it's alright because you have those, you have this one, you even theoretically have this one, so it's alright, but yeah, you don't really want to draw her. I was also thinking about playing Foolish for Nyan, but I decided to cut it out. Then I play 1 full armored Xyz. You will see in the extra deck, it's also part of my end board. It is very good. It basically gives you a monster negate in the opponent's turn, and it gives you a non-targeting absorb. So it's nice, it's really nice to have. Then for the last 2 cards, I just didn't know what to play. Called by, of course, great. For the last card, I played just 1 Cosmic Cyclone. You have no background removal at all. So I was like, hey, it's all right, let's just try it out. And yeah, I took away the Fire King Island and it nuked their whole board, so it's all right. If they start with Wanted, get the Witch, set the spell, original, you Cosmic Cyclone it, it's all right. Then for the last 12 spots in the main deck, I decided to play all hand traps. Bell was alright. I'm thinking about cutting it, to be fair. Then I currently am playing Ash because Ash was always great, and I mean, we have so many hand traps, very simple. In Fire King, if you don't have to use that, just don't use it. Against any other deck, it's broken. And of course, 3 times Imperm. And what I'm thinking about right now is to play the, what's it called again, the Dimension Shifter, because I just noticed, yeah, my grave is great, but I can play kind of without it. I had a Flanders matchup. I didn't really needed my grave at all, and so if I just have the shifter, I will stop like any Snake Eye player, and yeah, it's basically a free game, which is like right now one of the hardest matchup. Like Droll and Nibiru are carrying it, but still. Okay, then let's go to the extra deck. I'm playing 3 times Gabonga. Gabonga, greatest card there ever is. On summon, he searches you Dog. Dog can extend himself with, let's say, Nyan under it. She will extend herself. It's great. It's really, really great. He's also an interruption, although part of your end board. If you detach anything, you can absorb a monster. And you can also, in the end phase, attach the Cladder Spotter, so you have full combo in your opponent's turn. Also great is my opponent, I had just him on board.
Oh my god, this is the Goblin
And my opponent summoned, what's it called? He was playing Sprite, the cat which reborns. So he reborned my Kagemucha, was targeting him. I was chaining Gabonga on my Kagemucha, and he was just like fucked, because yeah, he couldn't get any level 2 more out. Then for the rest, I'm of course playing this package. I will show you after what exactly it does. This one draws you a card, this one gets a trap, and this one is like a 5/9 beater which cannot be targeted. It's just like, yeah, he's a big tower.
Fair enough.
Then the best existing monsters in my opinion are Shura King, 2 of. I was playing 1, but you sometimes need him to play around Nibiru, so you just do one on your turn 1, and then he's also the guy who kills you because he can attack 3 times or even more, just as many materials as he has. So you just attack, and it's mostly game. So you need him for the FTK. Then we play Citara. A monster negate on the board. You mostly make him with the full armored Exceed trap. 1 Gossip Shadow to play around Nibiru. This guy right here to make Nibiru, to make Zeus. Then of course down at Zeus. 1 Typhoon. And for the last card, I wasn't really sure what to play. My intention was for, it was an old card. It basically just needs 3 level 3 monsters to make the enemy 300 per card in hand, but my friend didn't bring it, so I just opted to play SP Little Knight.
Fair enough.
My side deck is like very random, I have to say. So right now I'm playing 3 times Nibiru. Best card against Fire King, change my mind. Or Snake Eyes, whatever. Then as the 15th card I was running Pank because hey, it's a great card, I just need cards in there. Then because I was usually playing Cosmic, but I couldn't find the 3rd one, so I opted to play Pank. Then I play some back removal, because hey, they're great. Then the 2nd, or you can say the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone. I play Anti-Spell, it's very great, I have to say. And then, of course, no evenly matched.
Nice list.
That's it.
All right, let's move on to the combo.
Yes, sure.
Let's go.
Okay, so guys, I will show you now the combo. The first one is with just Tour Guide, so 1 card combo. You start with normal summon Tour Guide effect. You will get out the Mean and Merciless. Then you overlay those 2 for Gabonga. Gabonga effect will search you a Goblin monster. We go for a Dog. Dog effect will detach 1. Special summon himself. He will now search a spell or trap card. We go for the trap because the trap is like very great. If you're like second and want to go for the kill, that's when you want to go for the spell, but just you want to go for the trap. Mean Merciless Graveyard effect, you will detach 1 card, he will special summon himself out. You go from those 2 into Torpedo. Torpedo will detach 2 cards, he will draw you just like any card, doesn't matter what. Then you go for Fortress. Fortress will detach 1, it will search the full armored Xyz trap card. So we will go and get our trap. And then we end on this. We set this card, so we have those 2 set. And then in the end phase, we will attach Cladder Spotter. That's like the simple combo. So what exactly does this do? Let's say your opponent starts, goes to our of course, set. You normal summons, let's say, Low, the voiceless voice monster, you will flip Grand Stampede. Grand Stampede says if you have a Goblin monster, you can target one monster per opponent's controls, detach from any Xyz material, one material, and negate that monster. So we negate Low. Gabonga now can attach any face-up monster on the field he targets, so you just attach the opponent's card, he has now one material. Let's say this is the one material. Then, whenever you want, you can just go for Cladder Spotter. You will detach this one, or you can even attach this one if this one has like any grave effect. To detach this, he will special summon himself out. Then you go Cladder Spotter. You may notice you don't have to use Gabonga when you activate the trap. You can just wait for Cladder Spotter, then you can just use it whenever. Cladder Spotter now will reborn Charger. Charger will now search follow-up in form of the spell. So we have like 1-2 interactions already. Then we can flip the trap, build our third interruption with, now we can decide if we go Citada or Gossip. Citada is only on-field negate, you just have to detach one, and Gossip is a 2, you have to detach 2, but the effect becomes both players draw one card. So if you want to like play around Kirin or something like that, Gossip helps you. Then let's say we do Citada. This goes to the grave. So we have right now 1, 2, 3 interactions. Let's say we detach anything. What we now can do is use the full armored Xyz trap. We banish this. We equip Xyz armor torpedo to the Dark Knight Lancer. So what now happens is he can now non-targeting attach like any monster on the field to him. He becomes pair-equip, he gains equip and Xyz material, he gains 300 attack, so right now he gains plus 600. From the full armored Xyz, he says he also gains haste attack, so he gains even more, he gains plus 2-5. And now he will attach one more, so he's 300 more, so he'll go to 5,900 attack points. If he would get destroyed, this one gets destroyed instead. Your opponent cannot target this card, and if he battles, your opponent cannot activate any cards or effects until the end of the damage step, and his entire board will be negated, because this is a very beautiful card. Now, we rewind. This is like the 4 interruptions you have. Now we go like to the combo where we have a bit more gas. Let's say you have like an emergency teleport plus, let's say, any level 3 monster. Now let's not take this one. People might think, hey, it's Goblin, might do something. Let's just take a hand trap like Ash. Let's take Ash. So we start off with emergency teleport, summoning Nyan. Then we can normal summon Ash Blossom, turn those 2 into Gabonga again. Gabonga now will search Dog again. Dog will detach Nyan to summon himself. Now we go chaining 1 Charger to search the trap. Chaining 2 Nyan because we special summon the level 3 monster. She will extend herself from the graveyard. We get the trap again, and from here again we can go into Armor Torpedo, detach 1, draw like any card. This guy, detach 1, get the next trap card into the next big guy, the Lancer. And then it's a bit more than before. End phase, we attach this one again. The only difference you could say is now we go again with Stampede, detach 1, negate, we get to attach 1, we can go Cladder Spotter, detach this, special summon himself, special summon Charger, chainlink 1 Dog Charger, then we can also go for Nyan to block him again. Then with the trap again, we can go for Ashura King. Ashura King needs sadly 3 monsters, but he can negate the monster effect wherever they are, and he also destroys them. So, this is like the basic combo, what you want to do. You just have to remember, with the Tour Guide combo, we still have 4 other cards in hand, plus 1, which we draw with this guy. And in this combo, we have like 3 cards plus 1, which we draw with the Xyz Armor Torpedo. So yeah, we have like still 4 to 5 cards in hand, and still Nyan reborns herself the entire time. With this guy, we search follow-up in your opponent's turn. Yeah, so you might be thinking, okay, then why does nobody play this deck if it's so good? The reason is we lose very, very hard to Roland Lockbird and also to Nibiru, which is like very sad, but yeah, to play around Nibiru, we have to like have Terror Top, special Terror Top, get the other guy here. With those two, immediately make Gossip Shadow and then we are safe, but yeah, Terror Top is at 2 right now, so to hard draw it is like, let's say hard. Now the combo is what happens if we have like Tour Guide plus the spell. Because yeah, I didn't use the spell now, but I played at 3, so I will show you guys why. Normal some Tour Guide again, effect get Mean and Merciless. Overlay both of those for Gabonga. Gabonga again will search Doc. Doc will detach 1, special summon himself, get the trap card. Then Mean and Merciless detach 1, special summon herself out. Then from here we can actually go for like any level 3, any 3 XCs which we desire, let's say Citadel King. Then we can go activate the trap card. We will search Cladder Spotter, then detach 1 card on the field. It doesn't matter, let's say this one. Special summon her. She will reborn this guy. With those 2 again, we can go for the good of the good XC's Armor Torpedo combo. Detach 1, draw a card. Then effect, get Armor Torpedo, a Fortress, get this one, and overlay Dark Lancer. So, one thing you have to notice is Fortress, you can only overlay this guy if he has no material. So let's say we are in this position, we have hard draw on this card. What we also can do is like use the spell to just detach 1, then we can choose if we want to add 1 back. We don't have to, but we can choose. Let's say here we don't want to for whatever reason. So yeah, we can just overlay this guy again and we're good again. So now the board doesn't look that much different, but yeah, we can just get Cladder Spotter, we get an additional 3 XCs monster. We get follow-up now, we can recycle things now. And one thing you don't have to forget is those guys, and also the trap, they can always detach from enemies XCs monster as well. That's why this deck has like an auto win against Pearly. So let's say they have like here Noir with their like 10 materials, whatever. But the thing is they only will have 1 Pearly level 1 monster. So, and he only becomes a quick effect once he has the 1 level 1 monster. So what we can do is just activate Dock Charger in hand, even if we have no XC's monster. Just Dock Charger, detaches level 1 Pearly monster, and he's not a quick effect anymore. The fact that he is on effector, we don't care at all. It just works, believe me. Same with the spell. You can just, if he has an XC's monster, spell, detaches material, search like any monster, special summon the monster, let's say Dock effect, search, follow up, whatever. It's like, this deck is like very, very strong against actually decks that makes XC summon. So if you hate to play against, I don't know, like Generator, because this one guy keeps bullying you with a fucking Generator runic deck, you have an auto win for this deck, I promise. So yeah, then against Snake Eyes, as I said, the matchup is not that great, but if you like for whatever reason thinks he should do his big XC's monster, you immediately won the game. Because you just get to do so much, because let's say this spell for example. You get to remove XC's material from his monster to get a search and a special summon, let's say Doc, which also searches even more cards. So it's like really the greatest deck if your opponent has XC's monsters. If he doesn't, it's alright. If we see ourselves next week, I will have tried it with Dimension Shifter. Let's see how it works. And yeah, thank you, Chess.
Yep. All right, we are back again. Thank you so much for the deck profile. Congrats on top 8. Do you want to do any shoutouts?
To be honest, yeah, I do shout out to Colin because hey, he helped me practice some Goblin combos. If you know, he knows. And yeah, not really anyone else. There was one guy who's supposed to bring the bike, but hey, he didn't. So no intro for you. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Gabonga. Have a nice evening and see you around.